Hello. Today is April 15th, 2024. This is episode 25 of the Pirate Chronicles. How to create a war? Arm both sides. Um, Today is a fascinating day, and this post may be a little bit lengthy, but I'm getting into some details of the war that is pending. Um, this morning I woke up and April 15th, I did my taxes. Did you? I don't know. It's up to you. But I woke up this morning and I immediately saw news of Palestinian slash Hamas protesters on the Golden Gate Bridge. Now, this is a major thoroughfare, Highway 101, and they had stopped and blocked all traffic going southbound into San Francisco. They even locked themselves to each other in tubes. It was disgusting. Then protests started going on all over the country. Multiple protests in New York where they're blocking bridges, in Chicago where they're protesting, blocking highways, even up in Portland, Oakland, California on 580, they're blocking that. So they are getting aggressive. Um, and when what I think about is going to happen happens, it could get ugly real quick. So, how do you create a war? Arm both sides. Recently, the other day, I, as many of you know, predicted that Iran is going to be attacking Israel, and they did, and they lied about it. Israel lied about it. The U.S. government lied about it. They said they would take 99%, or they took down 99% of the drones. That's a complete lie. Lots of drones got through. Two Israeli air bases were hit, which nobody in the media is talking about. And a U.S. air base is rumored to have been pretty much leveled, at least for the U.S. Army and Air Force side of it, at Al Assad in Iraq. I heard 8 cruise missiles landed there. How that fits into the 3 they say they got through, when you say there's 300 missiles or drones and 99% effective rate, that's saying only 3 got through. My previous broadcast showed a lot of them getting through. So that was a complete lie. But this whole war with Israel and Iran is a lie. Um, who remembers back December 8th, 2011? Now, I'm going to be reading my notes so I can be accurate. But this one is from ABC News. It says U.S. military sources confirm stealth RQ 170 crash landed in Iran. Now, what is the RQ 170 drone? It is one of our top secret drones that was being used in Afghanistan. It had been on a top. Uh, U.S. officials told ABC News Tuesday the drone had been on a secret surveillance mission for the CIA when its operators lost control. The CIA declined to comment both when Iran claimed to have the drone and after video surfaced today. Um, and Yeah, the RQ-170 is known as the Beast of Kandahar. It's one of America's most advanced unarmed, now, even though we show pictures of it shooting off missiles, surveillance drones. Wonder why they put that in as unarmed. Looks kind of armed to me. But this is very key technology. Now, supposedly the drone, or the White House at the time, Obama White House, came out and said it was a malfunction. So usually a malfunction causes either a drone to crash or it goes into an automatic mode and it goes back to its home base. Simple, right? Well, somehow this CIA drone from Afghanistan went haywire and then steered its way all the way to an Iranian Air Force base where it landed. I believe the gear came down when it landed too in Iran. Now, don't you can't tell me that they just captured and took over one of our most secret drones. Um, there's some say it was GPS spoofing, but I happen to know a lot about GPS spoofing, and this wasn't it. The U.S. military has taken great care to put in SASM, which situational awareness, um, jamming prevention. I used to know completely what it meant, um, but hold on one sec. Now this has got me curious. SAASM. Okay. A SASM is Selective Availability Anti-Spoofing Module. Now, this is what our ships use to tell if they're being jammed. So they can use alternate sources or just get around the jamming. So that couldn't have happened. So it looks like our CIA in 2011 um, sent the drone to Iran, a gift from Obama to Iran. But it will not be the last gift. If you then remember in 2016, was it? When Obama sent the pallets of cash okay, it was 2018 when he sent the pallets of cash 6 years ago. By that time, I believe the Revolutionary Guard was well in its way to re engineer our drone, the drone that Obama gave them, and will soon be used in Israel, or was soon be used in Israel. Um, I read this on iranprimer.usip.org. How many of Iran's drones are based on models they have downed and or copied? The Iranians are pragmatic. If they get the opportunity to look at how somebody else is doing something and it thinks it's a good idea, the Iranians will copy it. Tehran has managed to knock a few American drones out of the sky. Okay, how many were knocked out and how many were given to them? Hint, hint. At one point, they appeared to copy the U.S. Scan Eagle, which is a small UAV. Given its inability to buy components to the open market, Iran's approach has been based on domestic technology. The extent to which Iran could successfully reverse engineer has got to be treated with some caution, particularly the RQ 170, a U.S. drone shot down by Iran in December 2011. The Iranians claim they are now manufacturing an equivalent. So think about that. Why would they say they're manufacturing an equivalent? One has to take that with very substantial pinch of salt. Just being cautious. It's one thing to make a model with a similar shape. It's another thing completely to have replicated that capability in its totality. Um, that's kind of scary. Then I found an article in 2016, Saturday, 1st of August, 2016, in The Guardian. Thunderbolt drone says to be comparable to RQ 170 Sentinel spy drone, which Iran claimed to have shot down in 2011. Iran's Revolutionary Guards have built a new attack drone, which is similar to a U.S. unmanned aerial vehicle that was captured 5 years ago. Iranian media reported on Sunday. And if you give me one second. Well, that sucks. I just positioned it wrong. Sorry about that. Here are the drones. that Iran was building, or is building, or has built. Many of these drones right here could have been the ones sent to Israel. Now, this was the first October at 2016 is when they were building the drones. It has successfully tested its replica of the RQ 170. The only thing they didn't have then was enough money to do it. But then who comes along to save them? Barack Hussein Obama. Who remembers pallets of cash? I am predicting that the $1.7 billion of pallets of cash that Iran sent to Iran was used partially to create weapons. One of these weapons being stealth drones with bombing missile capabilities. Yes, President Obama, it looks like, funded the drones and helped with the missiles that attacked Israel the other day. Now, I also did some other interesting research. Um, if, or not if, it's fact that Obama, Biden's part of the Obama administration, funded and Biden released more funds and took off sanctions from Iran so they could be free, which means that they could buy parts for drones. Yep, makes it much easier to buy things on the black market of protected technology. So let's say we gave all this money to Iran. And let's say we were Democrats, Obama, Biden, and they wanted to destroy Israel. And, well, that's their goal in life, right? Destroy Israel, destroy USA. They chant it over and over again. For some reason, the CIA, Obama, and Biden have been funding the rebels and the mullahs of Iran. And everyone says, "Oh no, 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 that's not possible." But then Iran bombed Israel here in what was it, April 13th, April 14th in Israel, and then Israel used up American defense systems and rockets to defend against the drones and the rockets sent by Iran. So you all know that. But realize that our government is playing both sides to create this war. Obama has funded and Biden funded Hezbollah, have funded Hamas, have funded Syria. Um, they are creating war in the region. Now they're coming out and saying, oh no, Israel's going to get attacked. We have to give Israel's more missile defense systems. Billions of dollars are coming. F-35s we gave them. So what they are basically doing is they are arming both sides of the war in the classic central bank strategy. It's been going on for 100 years, but they play both sides. They create the wars. Okay? Yes, they create the wars. Why? It's good for business. It's good for the military industrial complex because if there is war, that means they're buying weapons. Okay? And they're buying a lot of weapons right now. They're trying to get more money for Ukraine to buy weapons from the military industrial complex. Um, Today, there was an order for more anti missile missiles going to a major corporation. I don't want to get into who, but they're out there. You can look it up. So now we're spending millions or if not billions of dollars on defending Israel. Now, as we sit right now, it's 3 o'clock, roughly 3 o'clock Pacific time on the 15th. I just received word that Israel is ready to counterattack. What they're going to counterattack with, I don't know. They may go after their military facilities, they may go after infrastructure, they may go after their nuclear facilities, or all of the above. This is a very, very dangerous time, the next 48 hours. Um, and if Israel does that, these people you see protesting on the Golden Gate Bridge, um, it's going to get ugly. It's going to get ugly around the whole country. But then it gets worse. It gets worse. Iran is saying, don't you dare retaliate to us. Just because we sent drones and missiles, that doesn't mean you get to fight back against us. You better stop. You know why? We have two more items of destruction that you are not aware of. They just said this. They just said it. Basically, people in Iran are starting to claim now that they have gone nuclear. And it is quite possible they have two nuclear weapons. I started saying that days ago. Everyone says, "Oh no, no, they're 18 months away from getting to the right level of enrichment from uranium." Wait, uranium? Where'd they get the uranium? You think it's Hillary uranium? I'll bet you it is. So 10 years ago, they were saying that they didn't have enough uranium, enriched uranium. Um, U.S. solved that and gave uranium to Russia and by proxy Iran. Um, and now we believe that Iran has two bombs. They do not have a good missile delivery system. However, a clever person can bring one into Israel somehow and set it off. And that is the greatest fear. That would truly start World War III. We can't go on like this. We got to find out why John Kirby gets out and lies about how many missiles got through and how impressed um, Israel is with the support of the United States. Um, and we've got their back. No, they don't. They paid for the missiles. They paid for the bombing drones in Iran. They give weapons to Hamas. They give weapons to Hezbollah. They give weapons to everybody who is attacking Israel. It's going to get ugly, folks. So pay attention, but realize how corrupt our government is. Obama and Biden, I can tell you right now, and not everyone knows this, but they have been working with foreign governments. They worked with foreign governments to first try to overthrow the election in 2016, which they couldn't do because Trump was just way too popular. And then in 2020, they cheated again, and this time we got them. The DOD knew what was going on based on what happened in 2016. So we got them. We caught them. Over the next couple days, you're going to see the exposure of this. And I'm hoping, I've been waiting for a long time for this. Had a lot of fake starts and stops because they don't give us the official date. But right now it's getting very close. Why is our Secretary of Defense in a hospital bed? Supposedly he's still sick? Another crisis and he's in bed? What? We have been involved in an attempted takeover of our Constitution. This is the climax of what the deep state is trying to do. They want war. They want a nuclear bomb. They want an explosion. They want Israel gone. Why? To create fear, to scare everybody, to acquiesce to their demands. They want to uh, crush, destroy the Federal Reserve, the central bank. Why? So they can control 100% the money system. To make it tied, how much money you can have is dependent on your social score. So someone like me who gets online and talks about this stuff, my score goes down. So I'm not allowed to have money. I'm not allowed to travel. I'm not allowed to have a cell phone. That's what's coming in America. If you're a good communist and you inform on people and everything else, you get your social score goes up. This is what they want. They want to control every aspect of their lives, and they want to create a scare event to do it. I think you're going to see many, many black swans coming up. Um, if you don't know what a black swan is, do a little research. I did a blog on it. I think over the past 2 weeks, um, and I'm trying to find the picture here of my buddy. But I don't know where it is. Here we go. There's my buddy. Not the one I was looking for, but it's time for America to be ready. Be ready to be attacked. Be ready in our own communities because the terrorists are here. They are behind the fence. Well, there's no fence because the Democrats tore it down or are trying to tear it down. They leave the border wide open. So the terrorists are inside the fence. The terrorists are being given guns. The terrorists are killing Americans. This is all part of the plan. And it's time for us to rein in the Biden administration, who is creating treason, who is committing treason, and everyone associated with it, um, I believe, is going to be under some sort of arrest very, very soon. And then we got the military tribunals, which will be coming up during the blackout. And I say blackout is not total blackout. The power is going to go out, but it's going to come back on. Cable internet's going to go out, and then it will come back on with only like one program. Is this news to you? Better be paying attention. I suggest you have supplies at home. But there will be broadcasts of the military tribunals of the people involved in overtaking, trying to overthrow and commit a coup in our government. Um, that will be broadcast once the tribunal is over. You will see what the tribunal, the military justice panel says. There are most likely it will be death penalty for those that are proven guilty. There are no appeals. Once you get a death sentence in the military, especially for treason and crimes against humanity, um, you're gone. They're going to be showing that too. You're going to see many faces of people you recognize, politicians, celebrities, businessmen, possibly even leaders of other countries. Um, we caught them all. What you're seeing right now is called a movie. People coming out and making statements are usually under duress, but they're trying to make it look like it's business as usual. Some may actually seem to be tweeting. Um, if they, and then you have to know that if they decided to cooperate, they were allowed to choose how they exit. So if they cooperate, their death sentence is not filmed. They may get to choose their own method of death, whether it's through hanging, firing squad, lethal injection, or whatever, or even suicide. Um, it's that bad, and we're talking thousands, thousands of people are involved, and they've been facing justice for the last couple years behind the scenes. You haven't seen it, but think about how many people are missing from society these days. How many people you think you know are wearing masks? You'd be surprised. You would be very surprised about who is wearing a mask. And more surprised about who's under the mask and what roles are they playing. I will be staying up late tonight tracking the attacks in Israel. I appreciate you following. I look to do regular updates on X at NV Sheepdog. I will announce when I'm doing another live broadcast. If you have questions for me, please send it there. I will do my best to respond. Um, I'm all for taking our country back, keeping the strength of the U.S. Constitution, getting rid of the corrupt and illegal judges like we're seeing in New York, gagging the President of the United States, can't say a word. Donald Trump's going to get arrested. He wants to get arrested because he wants the image of New York jailing him for nothing while people are getting assaulted and killed on the subway. People can't walk down the streets in New York to be safe. People are stealing millions of dollars, billions of dollars. Um, and Alvin Bragg isn't doing crap except prosecuting an innocent man. And how did him and Letitia become millionaires? They were paid millions by George Soros, his friends, long before this all happened. They were elected with Soros money with one goal is to overthrow the Constitution of the United States and remove Donald J. Trump so he will not be president. It's not going to work. We're on to your game. So, friends, have faith. Please give me a follow. Follow my Rumble channel, The Pirate Chronicles. I try to put out a good quality product. I've only been doing this on film for a few months now, like 20 episodes, but I've been an online blogger, digital warrior, and an advocate for patriotism since 2009 online. So it's not like I'm brand new, but please, if you like this video, please share. I'm not asking for money. I'm not doing this for money. I made $2.40 out of 20 episodes. So that won't even pay the electricity, but I'm not worried about that. But please, if I'd love to grow more followers on Twitter, um, please follow my blog. I promise always to be honest with you and provide you with the truth as far as I know it. I love you all. Please pray for America. Please be prepared. Food, water, shelter, ammunition, protection. Be careful out there. You don't know who you can trust. Can't trust anyone, actually. People are just shooting people at random, beating them up. Our country is going to hell. We've been invaded by 13 million invaders. Be careful. Fight for the truth. Get in touch with your congressman, your congresswoman, your senator today and let them know you don't want FISA renewed, that you love the Constitution, and the war needs to be stopped, and America needs to stop funding both sides of our wars. Too many have died. We can't let any more Americans die. Any more of our men and women in uniform. We can't let our Constitution die. Never thought I'd ever be saying that. We can't let our Constitution be stolen from us by the communists to wither and die and make the United States a fucking third world country. Pisses me off. And I don't know about you, but I'm not going to let it happen. This is Jack O'Malley. These are the Pirate Chronicles. Thank you. God bless America.